Hi everyone. We can't wait to see you all on campus this fall, and we want to go over a couple quick steps for filling out your housing application. So today in this video, we'll be covering the overview of the housing requirement, steps to filling out the housing application, roommate requests, building requests, and how to find your housing assignment. All full-time undergraduate students will need to establish an Oswego area residence in order to attend the college, are required to live on campus to the extent that facilities are available and utilized. What this means is that after 4 consecutive semesters of living on campus, any current student, if they were admitted in the fall, or 3 semesters if they were admitted in the spring semester, are able to move off campus. However, we do have some housing exemptions to that requirement. For students who will be residing with their parents or legal guardians, who will continue to reside in their official residence, which is separate from their parents, and they've resided in that residence for at least 3 consecutive months prior to their acceptance of admission from the college, who are married or are over the age of 21 years old as of September 1st for fall admission or January 1st for spring admission, can be exempt from the housing requirement. For this, the request for exemption form must be filled out, which we have available on our department website and in our office at 303 Culkin. To start the housing application, we want to go over quickly the couple steps that you'll need to do in order to fill out your housing application as well as request roommates. All of this information is available on our website under the new student housing portion. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go into your myhousing.oswego.edu and fill out the application. So for the application, you'll be going through the housing license and reviewing it so you understand all of our different policies and rules here in housing, as well as filling out the application questions. After that, you'll be able to put in any kind of requests that you have for our different residential communities, as well as make any roommate requests that you have. If you're looking to reside in either Johnson Hall or in a gender inclusive housing, then there'll be a separate agreement which you must also complete. Now that you've decided to attend SUNY Oswego, it's important for you to declare your intent for on campus housing as well as activate your SUNY Oswego email account and submit the housing application. So if you have not already activated your SUNY Oswego email account / your LakerNet ID, it's really important to do that at this time as you will need that before you fill out the housing application. Once you have that information available, you are going to go to myhousing.oswego.edu to fill out the housing application. When you click on or go to the myhousing.oswego.edu, you'll be redirected to what is known as our secure sign-in screen. And this is the screen that you will get anytime you have to log into any of our on-campus services that require your LakerNet ID and password. Now that you've logged in to your My Housing at Oswego, you're going to come to a screen that looks just like this. Right up top here in the middle, you'll have your student ID picture, your name, and student ID number. Your student ID number is going to be a 9-digit number, which will be located right here. As well as right under that, you will have any kind of messages that we may send out as a department. So right now, for new students, your messages should look similar to this, in that you'll see messages about the gender inclusive housing in the Johnson First Year Residential Experience Program, as well as where roommate requests can be made and when the new student housing assignments will be out. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go through and actually fill out the housing application. So over here on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see a tab that says Applications and Agreements. And we're going to click on this tab. Once you click on it, you should see the message that says New Student Housing Application, Fall 2021. So you click on that and it brings you to our housing license and application page. So this first screen here is our housing license for the 21-22 school year. So what you'll need to do is read through this housing license as it covers our college housing policy, as well as the different housing options on campus, eligibility, and anything you may need to know about items that can be prohibited or items that could be allowed in the residence halls, as well as housing selection and our different room types. So once you've read through all of this, you're going to either use the signature pad right here to draw your signature, or you can enter your full name right here, right below it in the text field, and it will draw your signature for you. One important thing to note about the housing license is that once you do sign the housing license, it is considered binding for the entire academic year. We have electronic copies of the housing license available on our website in both a PDF format and as a web page. So once you have entered your name in the text field or drawn your signature, you're going to hit continue. This will bring you to our new housing application questions. It's extremely important that for these questions that you answer on them honestly, as we'll be using these to make placements in the housing assignments. After you've answered the questions, you're going to hit continue, and it's going to bring you to a screen that looks like this. So for this, you're going to want to select hall requests, and you're going to be able to select the hall that you would like to hopefully live in for next year. One thing to note is that we will try our best to make sure that we will place you in your top choice. However, it's not guaranteed that you're going to be able to live in the building that you wish. So for this example, we're going to choose Johnson, and then we're going to hit add. Additionally, it's important to have a secondary and third request, and you can do up to 5 requests for buildings. So for request 2, I'm going to pick Hart. So once you have your building requests in, you're going to hit continue. And this will bring you to the screen that says the contract attached successfully. So once you have this, that means that you have submitted your housing application as well as your housing license. So you're going to hit OK. On the side here, you'll notice that the Johnson Hall agreement has now populated. And this will pop up if you select gender inclusive housing as well. If you do choose to participate in gender inclusive housing, it's important that you fill out the gender inclusive housing form, as any roommate matches need to be a mutual match. So we're going to walk through the Johnson Hall agreement now. So the Johnson Hall agreement is specific to Johnson, as Johnson Hall, it houses our first year residential experience program, otherwise known as FIRE. This program is an opportunity for incoming freshman students to be able to form a community within the building, but then also have personal connections with faculty, staff, and other students. With Johnson Hall, there is an academic class that is connected to it, which is GST 100, and this is for both the fall and spring semester. So once you've read through this agreement, you're going to enter your name or use the signature pad to draw your signature, again, just like we did with the new student housing application. Once you've done that, you're going to hit continue. And you'll see this message that says contract attached successfully, as well as the thank you message for agreeing to the Johnson Hall agreement. You're going to hit OK. And then to go back to the main page, you're going to hit home. And this brings you back to our main page for your My Housing. To search for your roommates, the first thing you want to do is make sure you're on the home screen. From the home screen, you're going to go over to room selection and then select roommates. Under here where it says search for a roommate, you are going to enter the first name and last name of the individual that you're wishing to room with. It's important though that every person that you are wishing to room with has filled out their housing application and signed the agreement already, as well as having the mutual match for the gender inclusive housing. So both of you have had to select either yes or no in order to search for the person as a roommate. So what you're going to do is you're going to type in their first name and then last name, and you're going to hit begin search. Under that, it'll pull up a list of every student who does match. So it's really important that you do know which individual that you are looking for and switching to room with, as there could be multiple results for the same person. Next, you're going to hit select roommate. And then here you will see that we don't have a match yet because our potential roommate has not requested us yet. It's really at this point you're going to want to do is then talk with your potential person you wish to match with if they haven't done so, and make sure that they are able to do that match. Now that we have gone and matched with the other roommate, you'll get a message that says your room group is fully matched. Once you've done that, this means that you and your potential roommate have both matched. Housing assignments for new students will be made available over the summer. These assignments will be viewable in your myhousing.oswego.edu at the bottom of the main page under assignments. There you'll find what hall you're in, your room type, and your roommate for the following semester. We hope this information today has helped you. Should you have any other questions, feel free to contact us through phone or through email.